Hello, you beautiful people. It's been over 2 years since I moved to the island and bought a house, and I think there's just a few things we need to talk about. I'm very mindful that online everything seems quite sanitized and it can look quite pretty, but I'm still dealing with a lot of mold. This is under the sink. I don't even know how to begin tackling that, so I've just been ignoring it for the past 2 years. We probably will have to get an entire new kitchen and it leaks at the bottom, so lots of fun. I'm not sure if anyone's noticed, but looking back on my previous videos, I've realised that I've been bunged up and like snotty for quite a long time now. Every time I wake up, I always have a really tight and stuffed nose. And this is mainly just when I'm at home. When I go outside or if I stay in the garden for a couple hours, it clears. But anytime I'm inside, I'm just always congested. So I've done a bit more research and it's the wet behind the house. The house is just, there's so much moisture and damp. So I'm attempting to tackle that by trying to minimize how much water touches the structure or the outside of the house. So my first port of call is a pressure washer to clean the ditch behind the house. And then I plan to put some sort of membrane or like a seal. Unsurprisingly, Philippe was not the biggest fan, and it didn't really do much. There was still so much scum and algae that it couldn't address. So we are back from Leroy Merlin. Philippe, come say hi. He's ignoring you. And I'm only filming from this angle because the rest of the house looks like shit. And I just wanted you to see the steps that my neighbour built for me. So very handy. Philippe's testing it out for us. But okay, hold on. This is the important step. Using the power washer or jet washer or whatever you call it did not work on the back. There's still lots of algae, maybe moss, pond scum, that sort of stuff. So I got this from Leroy Merlin. The only reason why I got this particular brand is because I recognise HG from the UK, like it looks quite familiar. And I always go to Leroy Merlin because they're very dog friendly. Max Mat is cheaper, but they can be a bit funny with Philippe sometimes. Instructions. So I'm supposed to mix 100 millilitres of this, and this whole tub is 1,000 millilitres, with 1 litre. That doesn't make sense. Oh no, it does. With 1 litre of agua. To be honest with you, I'm not too sure about the ratio, so I'm just going to do 50-50 and hope that it makes it stronger. And I've got a spray bottle. I've got a spray bottle somewhere there. It's a very old one. I used to have vinegar and water in there because I was using that to kind of control the weeds and spray on some of the plants. Rinsed it out. Should be fine. We'll see. I've come back with a knife. When I recently went to the UK, I say recently, it was a good couple months ago, my sister showed me, is it matcha tea? And essentially it's spirulina. And what is spirulina? Pond scum. So in theory, I could make my own spirulina from the back. I mean, I'm sure there's a YouTube tutorial on how to do it, but I'm not going to, okay? We're going to focus on getting rid of it and trying to just make the house a little less wet. So I haven't given much of an update, but the mould in the house is really bad. It's gotten really, really bad. I don't think I've ever shared this on my channel before, but it's pretty obvious. I have eczema and it's gotten really bad, like extremely bad within the past year. My asthma has also gotten, oh God. I know when I first did share about the mould wall, loads of people sent me emails like raising concerns. And I kind of thought, you know what, I'm young, I'm relatively healthy, I'm going to be fine. But I think I'm starting to feel the effects now. I've been on Reddit and quite... Philippe, no, go back. Go back, yeah. What's that? Go. Oh, I think this was a stopper. I've been on Reddit and I've seen quite a few posts about people talking about how long-term exposure to mould, especially like black mould, and I think white mould, can cause respiratory issues. So I think that's what's happening. I do wear out the house a lot. I always have all the windows and doors open, but it's just getting worse. When I first did move to Portugal, I did notice that my eczema was flaring up, but that's quite normal for me. Anytime I go on holiday, for the first couple, I'd say like the first couple days, my face can be quite swollen, and it normally goes down once I've spent more time there, like after a couple of weeks or even just a week. But I don't know. Or it could just be my diet. Maybe I need to stop having so much dairy. I do love cheese. Change of plans. This isn't going to cut it. This is too small. I don't know what I was thinking. Philippe, stay back. Instead, I've got this left over. So I'm going to put everything in there. Philippe, no. He always knows how to come for the... No, slightly off topic, but have you guys seen my pineapple plants? It's not a tree, it's a plant. I went to the Azores and they actually have their own type of pineapples there. I bought one from the airport. I was going to make a video on trying to propagate it, but I realised they took out the centre bit of like the head, the stem. So it's not going to work. Philippe, no. But if anyone knows where I can get an Azorean, is that what they're called? Philippe, no. If anyone knows where I can get an Azorean pineapple on Madeira, please let me know. I really want to buy one. I've just decided I'm going to become a pineapple farmer. I kill everything, all my plants die, but for some reason, I just feel this is my calling. This is what I'm meant to do. They take 2 years to grow though, so we have to be very patient. I get so itchy when I know I can't scratch, but okay, come. This is what I wanted to show you guys, and this has been, I mean, I don't know on the scale of problems. Mould is obviously higher than this, but this has been around for about a year. I reported it, so I spoke to the neighbours, I reported it to the camera, and basically it's water comes down from here. Even in the height of summer, it'll be blazing hot, there'll be just a stream coming down. As you can see, it kind of has algae too. Quite slippery, but so I went to the camera. They tested the water and said it's spring water, it's not their problem basically, that I should go to the water company. Fine. Went to the water company, they came, they took a look and they said it's nothing to do with them, that it's water from the mountains, and basically if it's just coming down from the mountains, it's not their problem. Now my suspicion is there's technically a small lavada on the other side. I have a strong suspicion that the water that's supposed to be going there is coming here, because basically it's dry. So I think unofficially my house is the lavada, and as you can see, the previous people who owned it have patched it, but with water it will always find a way. So as a last resort, I went to the freguesia. Everyone told me not to go to the freguesia. I'll get into that in another video, but I was desperate, so I went to them. They can't help either, so now I've got builders coming tomorrow, so I'll keep you updated on how that goes. Here is some of the leftover materials from when we were building the wall. Ignore this. I should have cleaned before I filmed, but here we are. Bit precarious, but come on. I'm going to show you another angle of the ditch, but so before we had multiple extension cords coming down here, and there was a power washer. Sprayed the living daylights out of I'm going to call this a ditch, a drain, but there's still so much, you can't really see because it's getting darker, but there's still so much scum. So yeah, that's why we've got the formula. Let's see if it works. Hopefully it does. If it doesn't, I don't know. There were technically some remnants of soap in here when I tried to put the water in. That's why it's so tiny. It was just bubbles everywhere. So yeah, okay. Gloves on. Oh. He is the first in command. He gives me my instructions. Oh gosh, all right.
I've just seen that this kind of looks like a no, it's not quite. So this kind of looks like a pimpinella, or maybe it's a young one. Normally they're bigger. Is it the same thing, or is it pollen? It's something else. It's not pimpinella. We don't eat this. Okay. Right, shake and pump. Oh shit. Oh, here we go. Okay. So you can kind of see beside the house, shit, I've got to get a lot lower. Behind the house has a lot of green marks, which I guess is the scum or algae. Got to really try and get it all. This isn't the best spray, which is a bit disappointing, but I should have known that. What we're going to do later is we've got this substance, I think it's like a tar, and it's like fully waterproof. It's stronger than Aquastop, which I normally use. And we're going to paint that in this bit, and hopefully that will stop the wall from getting so wet. It will be some sort of protection. But again, this is all just in theory. Everything's so different in practice. But
Stay tuned for more updates. Okay, ciao. Bye.